Hello everyone, my name is Jack, and I've always been fascinated by how the world keeps running from the lights in our homes to the engines that power entire cities. Today, I want to share my story of discovering how energy can be created from natural gas, a journey that opened my eyes to the invisible fuel beneath our feet. My journey began during a school break when I visited my uncle, who worked as an engineer at a natural gas processing plant outside the city. I didn't know much about natural gas at the time. To me, gas was just something used for cooking at home. But little did I know, it was a key energy source powering millions of homes, factories, and even electric plants around the world. On the first morning of my visit, my uncle said, "Jack, today you're going to learn where real energy comes from." He spoke with a smile, but his voice held the excitement of someone who truly loved his work. I had no idea what to expect, but I followed him eagerly. We drove for nearly an hour until we reached a vast industrial site filled with pipes, metal towers, and large storage tanks. At the center stood the natural gas processing plant, a place where raw gas from deep underground was transformed into clean, usable fuel. The air smelled faintly of minerals and warm machinery, and the low hum of engines echoed constantly from every direction. My uncle began by explaining where natural gas comes from. Millions of years ago, he said, plants and tiny sea creatures sank to the bottom of ancient oceans. Heat and pressure transformed them into oil and natural gas, deep beneath the earth. I imagined layers of earth pressing down over thousands of centuries, slowly turning life into energy. Nature, it seemed, had been preparing fuel long before humans ever learned to use it. Our first stop was the control room, where engineers monitored screens filled with charts, pressure measurements, and pipeline maps. Every number mattered. Too much pressure in a pipeline could be dangerous, while too little meant not enough gas could be delivered to power stations or homes. My uncle pointed at a graph showing the flow of natural gas from an offshore drilling platform. "This is where the journey begins," he said. He explained that natural gas is found in underground reservoirs. Engineers drill a well deep into the earth to reach these pockets of gas. Once tapped, the gas rises naturally through the well, pushed upward by pressure from below. But this raw gas isn't ready to use yet. It's mixed with water vapor, sand, carbon dioxide, and other impurities. That's where the processing plant comes in. We entered a huge metal building that vibrated with the steady pumping of machines. My uncle showed me the separator, a device that removes water and heavier particles from the raw gas. The mixture inside looked nothing like the clean flame I was used to seeing on a stove. Instead, it was messy and cloudy, like nature's rough draft. Next, we visited the dehydration unit, where special chemicals absorbed moisture from the gas. "Dry gas burns better and is safer to transport," my uncle said. The science behind it was fascinating. Even invisible water vapor had to be removed to prevent freezing inside pipelines. After dehydration, we moved to the gas sweetening section, a place where carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide were removed. Without this step, the gas could corrode pipes or produce harmful emissions. I watched as machines worked non-stop, filtering the gas and turning it into something clean and efficient. Finally, we reached the compression area, where powerful engines pushed the processed natural gas into massive pipelines. These pipelines carried the fuel across countries, supplying power plants, factories, and millions of homes. The scale of it all stunned me. One product invisible in light had the power to keep a nation alive. My uncle wasn't done teaching. He took me to a small building next to the plant, where a turbine generator was powered by natural gas. As the gas burned, it produced hot, expanding air that spun the turbine, generating electricity. "This is how natural gas becomes power," he said. "Clean, fast, and reliable." Watching the turbine spin felt like witnessing the transformation of ancient life into modern energy. A flame no larger than my hand could start a chain reaction, that lit up entire neighborhoods. Later that day, as the sun began to set behind the metal towers, my uncle and I stood on a platform overlooking the whole plant. The pipes gleamed under the orange sky, and I could see the flames from the flare stack burning safely in the distance. "Jack," he said, "energy isn't just about machines. It's about understanding nature, respecting it, and using it wisely." His words stayed with me long after I returned home. Since that day, whenever I turn on a light or heat a meal, I think about the journey beneath the ground, ancient plants, intense pressure, engineers, pipelines, and turbines all working together to bring power to the world. And that is the story of how I discovered the incredible process of creating energy from natural gas, a powerful reminder that even the invisible can change our lives.